So several months ago I decided I would begin video recording my exploration of historical and conflict gaming, whether it's a hex encounter, miniatures, or even computers. So this is another installment in that ongoing documentary. We are back at Salla 1941 as the Axis forces made up of Germans and Finns tried to break through from west to east and seize Alakurti, while the Soviets try to halt the Axis and drive west to retake the important border town of Salla. So we had one more. We know what the last formation to draw from the cup is because it is the last formation. It is the SS Nord Division. So that's the last formation of the turn. Now first thing to well, not the first. Okay, so reinforcement phase, there is nothing to do for us in this phase. Then we go to the armored movement phase. So now is the time to consider that SS efficiency optional rule that we were going to play with. So here's the SS Nord Division in the center. The SS efficiency rule said that the SS division, basically if it's possible to attack, it must attack a Soviet unit. So here the SS division is in the center here of the battlefield, facing Kairala village here. Now we have 4 SS motorized infantry combat factors here, adjacent to 6 Soviet combat factors, doubled to 12 for the village. They are only separated, they aren't separated by any terrain that changes combat factors, so 12. So 4 SS versus 12. The rule, I guess you could say, is a little vague. I'm going to continue to try to play it by the letter of the rule and say, okay, let's see what type of artillery we will be able to mass. Actually, there are only 2 SS artillery divisions here, so we're still only able to mass 8. So 8 combat factors is still not enough to get 1-to-1 or better against the Soviet defenders at Kairala. So I think, since no legal attack is possible, then because of the terrain here, basically we have that land bridge there, which only presents one hex side. We use all the available artillery. So that, again, no legal attack is possible. So I don't think that the SS Nord Division is therefore still obligated to attack, because there are no legal attacks. There is no movement to do for the division. So the SS Nord Division will just stay put, and that is the end of the first turn. And I'm a little surprised right now that again the Axis only have 5 turns to seize their objectives before the random game end roll starts coming into effect. So anyways, I'm just surprised that the Axis were not able to achieve more during this first turn. Were they supposed to be more aggressive? That's very possible, actually. But we'll go on to turn 2. So all of the formation counters go back in the cup. I think we just have to advance the turn marker. We will start rolling for Axis air support again. Again, the Axis have one air support point. And there was nothing about not being allowed to roll over those from turn to turn and formation segment to formation segment. So I assume, again, I'm not sure what that's really supposed to, I don't know, simulate, but playing the rule by the letter, I guess that those can be accumulated. So we'll go back. I think we don't have to do anything but draw that first random formation, which is the SS Nord Division. Nord Division. They don't have anything to do. But this is okay. So we go to the reinforcement phase. Yeah. The Axis player will roll for air support, and he gets another one additional point. So I'll adjust this to show 2 air support points. Now, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Again, I'll just play by the letter of the rule. Now, when the SS division, Nord division, right there in the center here, with the two air support points, now he can amass just barely 10, right? So because it's 2 infantry divisions at 2 apiece for 4, 5, 6 from artillery, 7, 8 from the next artillery, both within range of 5 hexes, plus 2 for air support is 10. Never mind. I still have to get 12, so I'm still too short. So, but anyways, I guess that would be the way when the Axis player amasses more air support. I guess that would be a way to get 1-to-1 in the center, which is still horrible odds, but maybe before the Axis player reaches this point, the Soviets can be maneuvered out of Kairala from the north or the south. Okay, all right, so SS Nord Division, that's it. So we go on to the next. Okay, and because the Axis player got 1 air support point, we stop rolling for this turn. So I go ahead and put the die on the next turn to remind me to start rolling in turn 3. The next division is the Finnish 6th Division. So let's see what the Axis can do here in the south. There. Alright, so this is all from here, right there, this German armored battalion, all the way up to the Finnish light infantry battalion here. This is all the 6th Finnish division. So what can we do? First of all, well, reinforcement phase, nothing to do. Armored movement phase, which includes the light infantry battalion. I thought about infiltrating the light infantry there, but actually it might actually be tempting fate just a bit much. I think the light infantry division will stay there on the road in the forest there, blocking the Soviets from getting back down to garrison Vuorjärvi. There. All right. Armored movement. Still, what do we have? These are all infantry divisions, artillery. Well, we do still have that armored battalion. Can we amass? Actually, we could mass enough to try to take Mykola, which might be what we need to do, because this is frankly taking just a bit too long. It was good that we broke through here and we're basically going to take the village down here, V-Town, Vuorojärvi, but it's still taking too long, so we'll go ahead and we'll move the armor unit up there into its forest, so it serves as his protection right there. So we moved the German Panzer Battalion up there in the forest opposite Makola, and that's it. Oh, yeah, light infantry will not move. So now we go to the combat phase. Now we definitely have some attacks. We know we have finally set up a regimental attack. This is the 17th Infantry Regiment, 6th Division. So that can be the first combat there. We're not really set up yet here. We're not set up yet here. So we just have the one. So what we'll do is we have to be careful about artillery. Alright, so this will be, just looking at it, this will be 15 to 6. 15 to 6. We really need, we want better odds than that. We want better odds than that, so we're going to go ahead and commit some artillery. So, oh, and I have to do that beforehand. So, I'm going to commit this 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This one over here, range of 6 and 5. Do the longer range one. This one here, that one there. Okay. So utilizing. So now we'd go into the attack. This artillery is contributing 2, and this one's contributing 2 for a total of 4 artillery strength points. 4 added to the 15 infantry. You know, it's 19 against 6 is 3 to 1, plus 1 for regimental integrity, since all 3 battalions of the 17th are participating against the same defending hex. So it's 3 to 1, bumps up to 4 to 1. 4 to 1. 3 on 4 to 1 is DR2. DR2. 1, 2. Advance. If I advance 1 here, that leaves them 3 to maneuver through the gap. Yeah, still do. Okay, so we advance an Finnish infantry battalion into the village of Nenapalo. That was just vacated, and that's that. Now we go to the movement phase. Now we can reinforce here. The Finnish 1st Battalion, 18th Regiment moves here. Does not have to stop because the zone of control does not extend across the lake there. That's funny. I assume that's true. That certainly makes sense. Where would that be? No. Okay, so under zones of control, I don't see it actually specified, but that doesn't make sense that it would not. No. Surprised that's not specified. Okay, so that's 1 and 2, 3 to join the German Panzer unit there. stays there. This one move forward into the, yeah. And then up here, we need to get some movement here. We'll go 1, 2, break through our little gap here. We'll move up 2, 4, 2. So now the 16th Regiment has half surrounded the Soviet unit here. For now, we'll still leave the light infantry battalion there. Here. The engineer unit isn't doing anything here, so he'll move there. And that's it. So that is the 6th Division's formation segment. Move on to the next formation segment, which is 169th Infantry Division, German. Alright, so reinforcement phase, nothing to do. Armored movement phase, right up here. This is the 169th up here. Alright, here we need to set up some major attacks. Okay, first the armored movement phase. Still haven't figured out the cavalry battalion. Surprised the cavalry battalion doesn't have a separate section under the special rules. Alright. He can't do much anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, can't do that. Alright. Still don't know where to send our whole 324th Infantry Regiment back here. Where to send them yet, quite yet. Alright, we have some attacks set up. We'll forego. No, what we'll do is we'll move. No, we still have to leave gaps for possible retreats. Okay. No armored movement. Nothing to do with our movement phase. We go into the combat phase. I don't think it matters in what order we do this, so we will do this battle first. Yeah. So these two stacks attacking here. Basically get 6. 6. 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. Right here. 17, 18. So this artillery, yeah, that's that attack, and then up here, the second battle of combat, this one here. We need to amass a lot because this one's going to be quadrupled, so that's 12. Need to get at least 24. So that's 8, 16. So this one can participate. It's only 18, 20, 23. Oh my. 1 combat factor short. So I guess we commit an air point. an air support point. Um, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, yeah. We will commit one air point to get it to 24. So, I guess I spend the 1 point now, or I'll spend it when I execute that battle actually. So we go back to this first one here, first battle against 6. Again we have 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All the artillery is in range, 18, 6, 3 to 1. Then we get bumped up 4 to 1 for the regimental integrity of the 379th. All 3 battalions here are attacking the same defending hex. So we go to 4 to 1. We get a 4 on 4 to 1 is DR3. DR3 is actually going to allow the battalion to survive. So 1, 2, 3. So you retreated 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, and then we will advance with this infantry battalion, leave the anti-tank battalion behind, and that battle is complete. Now we will spend the 1 air point that I verbally committed earlier. So now 1 left. That makes for 24, which is 2 to 1 here across the river. 2 to 1, and we have regimental integrity for the 378th here, right here. So we get to bump it up to 3 to 1. So 3 to 1, all artillery committed, plus 1 point of air support, and roll a 6 on 3 to 1 is DR3. DR3. So straight down 1, 2, 3 through the forest. Again. Oh, never mind. Back up. Just a quick adjustment. Actually, I assumed that this was a 4 combat power infantry battalion under here. Actually, it's the 5 combat strength motorized machine gun battalion. So actually, that is the 1 extra combat point. And because this is a quick adjustment, I'll go ahead and back that up. So back to 2 air support points. And so we always, so it was 12, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And we'll advance with that battalion of the 378th Regiment. Okay. All right. All right. So combat phase, now we do the movement phase. So we just mark our used artillery. Mark the used artillery to indicate that they cannot move now because they all participated in combat. Okay. Okay, now we go to the regular movement phase. So now we can go. Now we can try to outflank the Soviets in the north. The motorized machine gun battalion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 2 for the woods, 3 for the river stream. So real quickly, the terrain effects chart distinguishes stream hex side and river hex side. With the river hex side is different because it has the black, basically boundary of the blue, but We already have gone over the fact that the Tunsa River is the only river on the board. The rest of these, there's the Nurmi, there's the Kuola, and there's the Tenio. They're all labeled river on the map. Like right here, they're all labeled river. So really, the terrain effects chart should be changed to show minor river, what they call stream on the tech, or major river, the Tunsa. So anyways, I might be using my terminology interchangeably here. I probably will be saying river because it's on the board here as river. So crosses the river, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get the cavalry in there. So now yeah, actually it's even 1/2, 2.5 stop for this enemy Zoc. The anti-tank. Oh, I know what we do. Push, well no, because it could be stuck here without a retreat path. No, push up the anti-tank battalion, stopping because of enemy Zoc there. Now what can we exploit here? Alright, well, we will push up. Just push up there along the road, 1/2, 1, 1/2, 1/2, 1. There we go. And move the armor up, 1/2, 1. Move up 324th Regiment now, so 2, 2, 4. There we go. Okay, we get some movement. Okay, so that's the movement phase. Now we can remove our artillery fired markers. Our stacks back together. Okay, there we go. So that was the 169th Infantry Division. Now we go to the 104th Rifle Division. 104th Rifle Division. So interesting, in turn 2, the Axis had 3 divisions in a row from the random chit poll. Okay, so 104th is this one here. Right here, the 104th Rifle Division, south of the Alakurti-Salla Railroad. So they need to respond to this threat right here. They need to respond to this threat right here. This right here. These are woods, by the way. Not woods. These are mountains here. There's another mountain. Well, there's another mountain over here, which is now behind the Axis lines. Will not play anymore. But this mountain here, these 4 hexes, astride the railroad, basically isn't going to do anything for us. Yeah, so that's not going to help us. So our defense here is definitely broken here, especially. But the 104 simply has to reorient like this. Has to reorient like this. So we'll start with the 242nd Regiment. Oh, that's there actually. This is the 242nd Regiment. Okay, never mind. Start with the 273rd Regiment back here. What do we do? I mean, this is double check. No? Yeah. Yeah. That what's called a mountain, which is probably more of just a rise, is for combat purposes clear. It doesn't help us. But on the other hand, we may simply have to, which is really not good. Well, we're just going to have to. It also costs 3 movement points to go up over this hill. That's going to really hurt. So, by the way, I should back up. I'm doing a quick glance here. All the 104ths, I need to start looking at this, especially for all 3 Soviet divisions and the SS Nord division. Need to check for units getting pushed out of command range. Okay, but they're all in command range now, so leave the headquarters there. Move this one 3. Wait a minute. Back up. There's nothing to do in the reinforcement phase. The armored movement phase. We have the tank battalion. Actually, we need to get the tank battalion. We need to use its mobility to get in position somewhere. So we will use the armored movement phase. So 1/2, 1, 2, there we go, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, that might help. Might help something. Okay, so now we go to the combat phase, and we're not going to risk anything. We're not strong enough anywhere to do so. No. So now we go to the movement phase. Now we need to readjust the lines. Headquarters unit is there. This infantry unit will go 3, just 1 hex up onto the hill. We have 1, 2. Oh, okay. 1, 2. That infantry unit pulls back there. 2. Yeah, 2. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yep. That is the 104th Rifle Division's formation segment. Now we go to who's next? The 122nd Rifle Division. Okay, so the division to the north with the white NATO unit type symbols. There. All right. What can we do here? We were pushed back here. Last turn's combat. I'm sorry, earlier in this turn combat. Wow, because of the forest there, we can only move 1 hex anyway. So let's go in order. Nothing to do in the reinforcement phase. We go to the armored movement phase. What do we have? I don't see anything for this division that qualifies for movement. No, okay. There is nothing eligible to move during the armored movement phase. We go to combat phase. We are no. Need to deal with these breakthroughs. Okay, so no combat. Now we go to movement phase. So maybe we should shorten lines here. Do we shorten lines here? We'll try to push it 1 more turn. That's what we'll do. We'll try to push it 1 more turn. Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll try to push it one more turn. Try to delay the axis one more turn. Try. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll go, wow. So you can only move one hex anyways because of the forest. He has a movement allowance of 3. It's 2 to enter the forest. So there. This artillery is already becoming threatened. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. Stop because of enemy Zocs. This battalion isn't doing anything here because, as I learned, there are no lake crossings in Salla, so he's not doing anything. The question is where to push him. Could just push him here. Could push him back here as kind of a. Actually, could also push him 1, 1.5, 2.5. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Figure out where he's needed. So 1, 1.5, 2.5. Yeah. And then figure out where he's needed before he moves out again. There. Okay, that is the 122nd Rifle Division. So this is the type of, obviously the type of situation that can happen in a formation chip pull game like this. The SS Nord Division went last in the first turn and first in the second turn, so in effect had 2 back-to-back formation activations. Oh, wait a minute, it's the last. It is the last division. So where I think, yeah, in the first turn we had a perfectly even, you know, Axis Soviet, Axis Soviet, Axis Soviet. Can't remember who went first. Did the Russians go? Anyways, we had an even alternating pattern. Now, in the very next turn, turn 2, we have all the Axis going first, followed by, obviously, all the Soviets. So, completely different pattern. Okay, so back to the first tank, which is down here, the division with the red NATO symbols, dealing with basically the Soviet rear area. Now, what are they able to do? They are almost entirely, if not entirely, no, they are. They are entirely mechanized slash motorized. Okay, so what can we do with them now? They now are, wow. Could actually push these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here to basically make a second line, defensive line. Or throw everything over here maybe and try to actually quickly wipe out the light infantry division here. 2, 4, 2. In fact, let's see what we can do in that. Let's try to be a bit more aggressive here. So let's use, okay, so nothing in the reinforcement phase, move to the armored movement phase. We'll push this motorized infantry battalion forward 1. Push the armored reconnaissance battalion forward 1. Now at least our Zocs are surrounding the light infantry, the Finnish light infantry battalion. We're just going to throw everything we have. These ones, 1, 2, 3. Well, they can't even. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, they could. 1, 2, 2.5. No, actually, they can. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll go 1, 2, 2.5, 3. There we go. Now we'll throw everything we have. Okay, so that's the armored movement phase. Now we'll go to the combat phase. And let's see, first of all, we need to, the defender is going to defend at 12 combat factors, doubled for the forest. 6 doubled for the forest to 12. Adjacent, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only have 11 adjacent, so we need to really generate. So how much can we generate above that? 11. 11. Okay, so 10. Another 10 in artillery, so we could get 21. Still 1 to 1. So do we get? Actually, we get. I didn't even plan it. Yeah, we get regimental integrity. Huh. Okay, so at least we get a column shift for regimental integrity here. The first regiment. At least we get that. But there's no point in throwing in all the artillery because of the odd situation. We really only need to throw in, 1, 11, 12, yeah. So we'll really just throw in 1 artillery battalion to tip it over. There we go. So it's 1 to 1, 2 to 1 for regimental integrity. Hey, wait, we finally get combined arms bonus. Let's make sure. Okay, the rule for combined arms: whenever friendly tank and infantry, including engineer and motorized infantry. Oh, so the armored reconnaissance doesn't. I guess it doesn't count. That audio is okay for tank infantry units. Recon. Okay, recon and artillery units had no effect on combined arms calculations. Oh, okay. All right. So actually, this armored reconnaissance battalion here does not make them qualify for combined arms. But we still get the regimental integrity for the 3 battalions of the 1st Regiment here. So 2 to 1. 2 to 1. I think this is the first Soviet counterattack of the game. And, ooh, we roll a 1. Alright. Okay, that's only AR1. So, attack or retreat 1. He goes back 1. Okay, this might be really bad. They go back 1. And this guy's left. He's stuck in enemy Zocs. He is trapped. So I guess he's eliminated because if he goes, retreats 1 here, he's in his Zoc. Retreats 1 here, he's in his Zoc. Doesn't matter if he goes the other direction. Yeah. Soviets lose a motorized infantry battalion there. That's too bad. They really needed that. All right. And that, okay, and then we go to the movement phase. So that was the combat phase, the 1 combat. Now, how can we readjust? Maybe we, we could compensate for the loss of that. Well, we can't compensate for the loss of ability to generate regimental integrity, though, having lost that motorized rifle battalion. So I should have watched it when I pushed him forward. I should have watched for that eventuality, I guess, and considered maybe a change in plan. Okay. So now, do the Soviets shorten their lines here, or do they move back up? Man. Let's try reoccupy. So push forward again, stay on the road. Yeah, we'll do that. Take off our artillery fired marker because it's the end of the formation segment. And that is the end of turn 2. The formation markers here go back into the cup for the next turn. So push the marker to turn 3. My die to remember to start rolling for Axis air support points. And there we go. Next time we're ready to start turn 3.